Hello, I'm Orla Allen, medium, and here are your cards for today. So the first card we have is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles comes forward to talk about your finances, and it's talking about where we're just plodding along and we're just getting on with things. But this card comes forward to say, do you know what? There's other possibilities, there's other potentials out there for you. I kind of feel like whatever work it is that you're doing at the moment isn't exactly fulfilling you. It isn't exactly exciting you. I don't feel like there's anything particularly wrong with it. I don't feel like you hate it, but I also don't feel like you love it. And this card comes forward to say, do you know what? Do you want to make a change about that? I feel like there's an infinite possibilities of opportunities, of ways you can make money. And there's also the potential for a real transformation for you. So I kind of feel like you've either just gone through a transformation or you're in the process of going through your transformation. And this card's coming forward to say, well, do you know what? If we're going to change anyway, we might as well change the important things too. So have a wee think about that. Have a wee look at other potential roles you can do or jobs you can do to make you feel more fulfilled, more satisfied, more happy within your working life, or in the way that you're earning your money. Next up, we have the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords talks about the problems and issues. And perhaps this is why you haven't been changing your career recently. But this is talking about where we almost have all our ducks in a row. You know, we've been through quite a lot. We've had to deal with quite a lot, and everything's starting to kind of come up a little bit rosy. But there's one particular problem or issue that we're kind of not facing. So it kind of feels like there's either a relationship or there's something which is quite important and quite significant, but it's going to take an awful lot of time and effort to overcome it or to fix it or to deal with it. And I just feel like we're getting all our ducks in a row and this is the last hurdle that you have to go overcome. But for whatever reason, you're just don't have the energy or you're too drained to actually deal with that problem or issue. And what I would say is that's okay in the short term, but in the long term, you're going to have to deal with it. Okay, so the next up we have the Mother of Swords. And perhaps this is you actually dealing with this final problem or issue. And the Mother of Swords comes forward to say that, you know what, you are wise, you are knowledgeable, you know exactly what you have to do. I feel like you've known for ages the things that you need to do or the changes you need to make. You just perhaps have been reluctant to make those changes. You very much are in control of this situation. And it's almost like, do you know what I feel? It feels like there's somebody who's either been taking a lend of you or there's somebody who hasn't been treating you the way that you would like to. But because you've been dealing with so many other things, you just have let them. You've just let them walk all over you. And I feel like that's what the Mother of Swords is coming forward to say. Do you know what? The time is now for you to take a stand and sort out whatever that problem is, or put the person in their place, and they'll sort it out for you. Next up, we have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands talks about your working situation. Now, this kind of goes back to the first card, and I don't look at the cards ahead, so I don't know what's coming up. I see them, but I don't think about them until I'm actually working on the card. And the Seven of Wands is talking about where you're manifesting work. So perhaps the Two of Pentacles is coming forward to put the idea in your head, and then it's going to take a wee bit of time after you deal with this final problem or issue that you have. Then you can start looking at what sort of work situation it is that you want to bring in. I do feel like you'd be very good as somebody who ran their own business. I feel like you would get an awful lot of work done. I feel like you'd get an awful lot of work coming into you. But I also feel like you perhaps would ignore the paperwork because you'd be so focused on doing a fantastic job at whatever it is that you want to do. And I feel like you would be really good at it. But I also feel like you need to be aware that the paperwork's just as important, if not more important, than the actual work that you're doing. So make sure that you've got some sort of structure there in place if you decide to go down that road. But this card does come forward to say that you are a bright shining light, you have potential. You decide what it is you want to do. You decide what it is that you want and take the action towards getting that. So either apply for the jobs or apply for the course to get the job, and whatever it is that you need to do. And finally, we have the Strength card. And the Strength card kind of comes forward and it draws me straight back into the Seven of Swords. It draws me back into that problem or issue that we've not been facing. And I kind of feel like you are a very strong person and you are somebody who tends to deal with their problems and issues, tends to sort out stuff as it comes up. But for whatever reason, this problem or issue at the moment that you're not dealing with, I feel like it's coming back at you again. I feel like, but I don't feel like you're letting it slide, but I feel like it's playing on you. So I kind of feel like you deal with it, but either you keep the offending person around and they reoffend, or I just feel, I'm looking at this strength card, and all I feel is that you know, you have the strength to walk away from somebody, but your heart doesn't want to. And that's very much what the strength card is saying to me. So I wish you all the best with that. Have an absolutely wonderful day, and I will speak to you all again tomorrow.